Queen's dead. Cheers. Welcome back to Global Conflicts. Literally just sat down, saw the news and was like, well, I not maybe coming into work tomorrow, we'll have to figure out what's happening, I guess. Oh dear, I said this wasn't going to be political, but I'm going to be completely fucking honest with you. I couldn't give the smallest of shits about the monarchy. And the Queen dying is, on the one hand, way! On the other hand, there's still more of them, god fucking damn it. So, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, because although we have won the battle, we have not yet won the war against having a bunch of inbred sponges just doing fucking nothing. Like, we have a go at benefit scroungers, and yet we have a bunch of people put up in a fucking palace in a central London location, waited upon hand and foot, and for fucking what? They don't do shit. They do some basic officiation stuff and never actually wield any of the meaningful power they actually have. They have unprecedented levels of fucking control over the way that we pass laws, bring in members of parliament. Fucking, we can't hold a government unless the Queen goes yes, or could have. Now apparently it's a king. Who fucking knows? So, no fucking sympathy for the Queen. Bollocks to him, the whole rotten fucking institution. Anyway, let's start. Christ, okay. So, previously, we had completed the military raid mission, and I had somewhat massively not got half that shit actually done. So I'm going to be a bit more methodical and careful this time around. I have also attempted to install a patch which ups the amount of quotes I can take. Apparently one of the key complaints people were having playing the earlier build of this was that 5 quotes is kind of desperately minimal, given that you have a fucking notepad. You should be able to have a couple of pages of notes at least. So I'm not sure if it's been applied yet. I've literally just poured myself a delicious Jack and honey Jack Daniels and lime Pepsi Max. That's a flavour combination. Enough ice and it'll do the job. Anyway, Mission 2, the checkpoint. The crisis between Israel and Lebanon is getting more intense. There have been reports of increased problems along the border, and the recent raids against weapon caches in the area around Jerusalem have all contributed to an increase in security. For this assignment, you will be asked to write a story about life at the checkpoints that are set up to check the people who go in and out of the cities. In order to control the smuggling of weapons into cities, the IDF has set up numerous checkpoints and built a large separation barrier that serves as a type of safety net. All people going in or out need the proper permits and must adhere to strict security procedures in order to be let through. Your editor wanted to cover life at the checkpoints and talk to some of the people who were affected by the increased security. What goes on at these places and what kinds of stories are told there? So, what happens to the checkpoint? So he starts it through. Skip up, babbly bit. I hope you're doing well. Whenever you watch this, I apologise. There's been longer and longer delays for me doing videos. I'm getting back into going to the gym, and it's fucking just destroying my energy. Henry. Duan, welcome back. How are you, my friend? Nico, my cousin. Let's go bowling. Doing fine, thanks. Anything exciting happened since we last saw each other? Quite a bit has happened recently. As you probably know, the northern part of Israel has been under fire from southern Lebanon. Lebanon, there we go. The Hezbollah militia has taken responsibility. Luckily, there were no deaths, but the relationship between Israel and Lebanon has gotten worse because Israel is pressuring Lebanon to act against Hezbollah. Wow, that sounds awful, or, that doesn't sound very pleasant. Very English. Should we talk a little about what you have in the way of assignments for me? Well, okay, let's ask about that at least. Yeah, there have been reports of individual civilians that have been wounded. Been quite a bit of uneasiness here in the city after several weapons stockpiles have been located, like the ones you wrote about in your article. Parts of Hamas are threatened with new attacks if Israel doesn't let Home Rule authorities do their work. It's put pressure on a lot of places. It sounds like all sorts of things are happening. Should we cover some of it? Due to all the threats from various terrorist groups, along with the discovery of several weapons caches, the security level has been raised. The politicians are pressuring the IDF to carry out more investigations, and life at the checkpoints especially has become extra difficult. That's what I'd like to write about. The checkpoints. What am I supposed to... I'm having a stroke, I apologise. The checkpoints, what am I supposed to cover there? Isn't it just long lines of people? That's exactly what's interesting. Who are these people waiting in line? How does it affect their lives and livelihood? What happens at a checkpoint on a day like today? It's these kinds of things the readers are interested in. If you can write an interesting article about life out there and maybe supplement it with some background information about the checkpoint's existence, then we have a winner. Yeah, well, that sounds very exciting. I'll get started right away. Then I would suggest you go over to the checkpoint by the Jerusalem exit. When I went through this morning, Roy Lewison was standing there, and you know him, of course. Maybe he'll talk to you. Yes, I'll do that, Henry. I'll see what I can dig up and then report back. Right, let's go with... Do I want to be most interesting? No, okay, let's... Wait, I choose the Israeli Post. I choose the Palestine Today. I forgot how these were phrased. Let's go with that. Okay, so we're going for something a bit less... Oh, it has carried over my... Oh dear. Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot how this game handled. It's carried over my, not loyalties, but you get the rough idea. Right, let's go and have a chat with Miriam down the way. Build up some Israel, rep, I suppose. It's not entirely certain. It's kind of like, oh yeah, that journalist, he ran some errands, got some rollies from the, corner shop for me. Good lad. Hi there, Dwan. Have you come to help me? I have a couple of small tasks for you that might improve your standing with the Israeli community. Sure. What do you need? Wonderful. I have a wedding emergency and some identification papers need to be delivered to someone. Alright, what's up with the emergency? Roy has accidentally promised to help his friend Noam with his wedding, but he just realised he has to go on an exercise. Their wedding canopy is blown away during the night. Can you please... Whoa, what the fuck? Sir, please! Sir, you are vibing severely over there. It's probably fine. The wedding canopy was blown away during the night. Can you guys please... I'm sorry, I can't stop looking at that. That man is clipping through the fucking gates of reality. Oh, no, now she's joined in. Oh my god, there's a group of people vibrating at that van. Okay. Can you please go get one by Shuri the Seamstress? Okay, sure. Right, where is... Sir, ma'am, please. Oh my god, there's so many of you. Stop vibrating at the van, you fucking weirdos. You see? Oh god, I'm doing it now as well. Oh my god, right, okay. I don't know about any other services for the community. I stopped a bunch of people clipping through existence. Okay, Shuri's just literally up here. Sorry, I'm saying that. Shirley. Oh, she's in the market. She's literally here. I'm doing jobs for the fucking most useless people possible. I need a wedding canopy as soon as possible. I'm in the chuppah for Noam's wedding. I can possibly make one on such short notice. A chuppah isn't something you just make. It symbolises Abraham and Sarah's wedding. They were so hospitable that their tent had openings towards all four corners of the earth. Go to the terminal close by. There's quite a few of them. Oh, I see. Thank you very much. I'm assuming he's further down here. Not going to look at the map. Just going to go for it. Okay, I'll look. Down the way is opposite side of fucking Jerusalem, apparently. Sorry. Excuse me. People giving fucking directions around here need a slap. Yeah, it's just down the way. About 50 miles. Just sprint through some more oncoming traffic. Dun 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 dun. I am in the right location, or do I need to go further up? No, I'm very much there. I keep forgetting I can't just press M to get out of that. Ah, you must be the one with the chuppah. Shuri called... sorry. Wait, no, Shuri... It was Shuri... Okay, never mind it. Oh, right. Shuri called me and told me you'd be by. Here's my best one. I'll talk the price over with the family. The important thing is they have a chuppah to get married under. Well, thank you very much for your help. You're welcome. Now hurry and get it off to Noam and his bride. Dun 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 dun. No, go! Mr. Chomsky, I'm coming! Oh, God. Ah, my big fat Jewish wedding. How wonderful. Right. Excuse me. Oh, God. Can barely walk anywhere. You have a chuppah. Ah, thanks a lot, Duan. This should help us get the wedding underway. I won't forget, my friend. Say hello to Miriam for me, okay? Ah, no worries. As I just gently glide backwards. Right. And now we run back down here to Miriam. Go. Ah, dear. This is nice. It's not overtly, like, difficult to work with. It's just simple. Simple. Go over here, click thing. Make global variable go up, I think is the term. So I was told that you managed to get the wedding back on track, Duan. Great work. Ah, no worries. Anything else? Sure, what do you want to do? Well, you need those ID papers sorted out. I'll give you a hand with those. I've heard that you've helped my friend Yasmin with something a while back. She has asked me to bring these ID papers to an Arab named Mosley? Not going to make a joke there. I'd very much like to help her, but I'm afraid it might not be great for my standing in the IDF. Please deliver the papers to Mosley. Alright, I'll go and do that right away. Okay, so that improved that. I'm still kind of amused that it says alignment like that. Oh, fuck. Okay, do not just walk into traffic and get splattered. Ooh, there's a village? Alright, let's go to the village. Bye! I'll be back in a second. Nice, okay, now where am I? I am in the village. There is apparently nothing to do in the village. I just showed up here for no particular fucking reason. I'm a very smart man. Alright, back we go. My friend, you just arrived here. Also, I'm a completely different person. Yes, I know, but I got lost. Ugh. Sweet, nourishing alcohol. Floods my veins. Right, I need to go to Lucille, who's up there, so I need to go all the way north. Let's fucking go! Just sprinting around doing odd jobs. What the fuck are... Oh, they are... Oh, they're seesaws! Okay, that makes more sense. Oops. What the fuck are those? What are those? Oh, God. Oh, shit, of course, that's the Wailing Wall, isn't it? I'm actually sitting there just watching. It's like, I love to watch a good wailing, praying. However it's described. I know very little about many things. Ah, yes, the ginger. The most sunburnt ginger guy that exists by the looks of things. Take me across the border. Right. Now, where the fuck do I need to go? I need to go to the right. Jump to the left, step to the right, do the pelvic thrust. Actually, probably don't do that over here. People may frown upon that. Go, go, go. Sprint, sprint. Lightning speed, lightning speed. What's up, ready? Hey, my name is Duan. I'm here with some papers for a man called Mosley. Oh, I'm Mosley. You must be Miriam's friend. Oh, thank you very, very much for the help. It's very liberating to know that some people care enough to help. Yeah, I'm sure. I hope this helps you out somehow. You know, when I was a kid, everyone would get their cars and travel freely. Now I have to break the law just to see my girlfriend. Things changed drastically after the first intifada of it in 1987. All the checkpoints, walls, barriers and so on. It's like we're prisoners in our own country now. I can understand that. I hope we'll manage. I should get back to my friend now. You know, because I can freely travel between checkpoints. LOL! God, why am I such a piece of shit? In the game as well as in real life. I can be both. I can multitask. Fuck you. Right. Back we go to Jerusalem. Turn the camera so I can click the car. Well, I'm getting in the car. I'm waiting for this man to get in the cab. There we go. Right. Now I need to work out which direction I'm facing. And go south. Miriam. I think what I did possibly broke the law, Miriam. I'm not particularly impressed by this. I was under the impression I was just doing you a favour, not breaking an international treaty. Do. Oh, God. Fucking. Past the falafel stand. Go. Miriam. I heard from Yasmin you got the papers delivered. Thank you very much for that, my friend. I don't know how you people are fucking communicating. Telepathy, apparently. I'm happy to help. I don't have anything else for you to do. But thank you. Bye. Right. There we go. General alignment up. Whoops. Right, now let's go and talk to Omri and actually kick this shit off. Right, I'm going to try and be a lot more thorough with what I do and not just talk to people and assume that's all I can do. I also really hope nothing explodes. I mean, I'm prepared for this game to do some swerves. I'm not entirely sure if it will. It's very early on and it would be kind of out of left field for there to be a fucking, you know, suicide bomber at the checkpoint or something. But I have learned to expect the worst from quite a few of these. Hello? Oh, there's Omri. Hey! I just walked right through the checkpoint, no one said shit. Hey there, you're the journalist who was out with us on that raid not too long ago. Right, what was it? Your name again? Was it Duan? Hi, Omri. Yeah, that was about right. That was me. How's it going? Ah, thanks. It's going alright. It's my first week at the checkpoint, so I must admit I don't like it very much. There's too much happening. People are understandably upset, and we have to check everyone and their belongings before they can get permission to come into the city. It can't be very pleasant rummaging around with through people's other belongings that way. What if there are bombs? No, I don't like it. Not at all. It's not enough that it's dangerous, but it just seems like a violation when I stand to look through people's things. They have a right to a private life too, and most of them are just ordinary people. But it has to be done in order to assure the security of people living here. Security shouldn't get in the way of human rights, should it? You can certainly argue that point, but I still think we have a duty to protect ourselves. That's our job as soldiers. I think if the government did more to fight terrorism and didn't just leave it up to us, the rules wouldn't be so strict. I don't fully understand the politics. Have you personally experienced anything here at the checkpoints, Omri? Luckily, I've never experienced any attacks here. About a week ago, there was a terrorist that blew himself up when he rode by a checkpoint further north on his bike. He wounded 3 IDF soldiers and a number of Palestinians, but luckily no one was killed. But those kinds of episodes make everyone more cautious and nervous. I think we'll quote that. Do you think that you're affected by these kinds of attacks? Yes, how can we not be? Think about it. The terrorists hide themselves amongst hundreds of thousands of innocent people. They could hit at any time. They're not afraid to sacrifice their own lives, and their goal is to do as much injury to us as possible. If they're not afraid of hurting their own people, and if they sacrifice themselves for their cause, how are we supposed to be able to stop them? That doesn't sound at all easy. What's it like being at the kind of situation of such a young man? I feel as though I am losing 3 years of my life. You Americans have it easy when you're at 18 to 20 years old. You only have to think about school and girlfriends or boyfriends. I have to constantly think about surviving and whether that 16-year-old over there has a weapon hidden under his blouse. I want to be an artist. I want to create beauty. I don't want to die or kill others. That's a pretty good quote as well, actually, honestly. Now, I understand, Omri. Has anything bad ever been close to taking place? No, luckily it's been quiet this week. But you can't ever stop being suspicious when you see a young Palestinian looking nervous. You're always thinking about whether he's armed or whether he's trying to smuggle weapons into the city. It's terrifying. I truly hope I get away from this checkpoint fast, but it doesn't look like that way. I hope so too, Omri. Thanks for your story. That's fine, D1. We'll talk again some other time. Be careful out there. Oh no! Oh, okay. Pregnant lady, I think. Baz and Fatima. Are you okay? Whew, that was rough. That was quite a fall you took there. What happened? I just wasn't feeling well suddenly. I think it's good for me to stand up for so long in my condition when it's so hot. My name is Fatima. Thanks for coming over and asking. My name is Dewan. Do I ask? No, I'm pregnant. My husband and I are trying to get into the city because I have to go to get a checkup. My pregnancy has been long and hard, but now it's quite close to being over. This is the last checkup before I'm supposed to give birth in about a week. Well, let's quote that. Oh. That sounds wonderful. Congratulations. But why are you guys using a hospital here? Aren't there any hospitals where you live? No, there aren't any hospitals. We live in a little village in the desert, and the hospital here is the only one we can use. We know a nice Jewish family that has helped us find a good obstetrician at the hospital in Jerusalem, but my husband and I always have trouble getting into the city. Oh, how come? Because my husband's younger brother was involved in Al-Aqsa brigades and was killed during some riots a couple of years ago. Since then, the IDF have marked my husband and his brothers as potential terrorists, which makes it very difficult for them to come into Jerusalem. That sounds crazy. Is there really nothing you can do about it? No, unfortunately not. It's very frustrating for us, but it's one of the many things one has to live with. If I could just get permission to get through the checkpoint. Would you like me to look into it? I can just ask some of the soldiers if they can help. Do you really think you could do something? It would be absolutely fantastic if you could help us. I'm really not doing very well out here in the seat. I can try and talk with them and see what we can do. Wait here. Baz! From the Happy Mondays. This waiting around just gets more and more extreme, doesn't it? How long have you been standing in line? Oh, I'm not actually standing in line. I'm a journalist. My name is Dewan Masood, and I'm in the process of writing a story about life at the checkpoints. My name is Baz Aluni, and this is my son Shaquille. I'm a taxi driver in Abu Dis, and I'm waiting to come into the city and pick up my cab. Which newspaper do you write for? To pick up your cab? Where is it in Abu Dis? Well, if that's where you work. My car is in the shop. I was not going to tell him I was right for the Israeli Post. He would not like that. My car is in the shop. I drove over a big hole in the road the other day and it caused the car to drive strangely. I can only get the right spare parts in Jerusalem, unfortunately, and it's expensive. That's just fucking rude. He's a country driving around in a box of old junk that can't take much of anything. I think the roads are otherwise pretty good condition here. It sounds as if you were unlucky. No, not at all. The thing is, some of the roads are reserved for the Israelis' use alone. I had a passenger that I had to drive to a smaller city northwards, and not all the roads up there are good if you don't have Israeli citizenship. I hit a hole in the road and almost crashed. The accident has cost me 4 days' work. Is that something I should quote? Not really about the checkpoint, it's just kind of a situation. Yeah, I'll stick that on there. Well, it is Israel that pays to keep them that way, so it isn't fair enough that the Israelis have the right to use them. Not really! No kidding, that's really unfortunate. And now you're standing in line to get in and pick it up? Yeah, looks like it'll take all day. I'm supposed to drive Shaquille to university, but I'll have to take care of that himself. I don't want to put him through this anymore. Let's have a look here. Put him through what? Can you tell me a little about what you've experienced at the checkpoints, Baz? A few weeks ago, I experienced something really weird at a checkpoint near Nablus, which is a bit northward. Oh, sorry, Nablus. I had driven one of my regular customers up there. We had to go through that checkpoint at Huara when a family in front of us began a violent discussion with the IDF soldiers. Yeah, what was that? It turned out the 70-year-old man had got his leg amputated, and the family had taken the leg along to have it buried, as is the tradition. They had a letter from the doctor saying it was in the box they had with them, but the Israeli commander didn't believe his ears when the family told them what was in the box. By an unbelievable coincidence, an Israeli soldier had lost a leg in battle, and the leg had been seen in the hands of some militants that had shown it off as a trophy. The commander thought it might be that leg. What the fuck? That sounds terrible. What happened next? The commander calls headquarters. They let the family, except the son and father, go through because now they... And then they look at the leg to see if it actually is the old man's, which of course it is. But now the problem is that there's no access to the checkpoint for men between 16 and 35, and the son is 30 years old. And the commander, who would like to send him through, has to wait to get the passage approved by headquarters. We are let through the checkpoint, and my customer orders his things. When we come back 2 hours later, they're still standing there. That's unbelievable. They didn't get through at all. Yes, about 15 minutes later, the commander came back with the young man's ID papers, and he was allowed to go through along with the leg and the father. They look really tired, and I offered to drive them for free with their family where they buried the leg. I'll note that down. That was quite a story, Baz. What about you, Shaquille? Do you have anything to share? Last week I stood and waited at the checkpoint with my cousin Nabil. His dad had been arrested by the IDF, and I wanted to visit them to see how he was doing. He found out that a soldier had been shot in the hand earlier that day, and passage would therefore take a long time. He stood in the heat and waited and waited. Okay, and then what? Now, at that point, they had looked at our papers. They grabbed us and 4 others. They forced us down on our knees and let us sit there for almost an hour. They claimed that the checkpoint was closed due to the soldier that was wounded, but it didn't make any sense, so they treated us like that. When they finally let us come into the city, 4 hours had gone by. The dumbest thing was they hadn't even been an attack. The soldier was shot by one of his own on accident, and we were punished for it. Yeah, that story is completely absurd. I could definitely use that in the newspaper. Thanks, Shaquille. You're welcome. We'll probably talk again. Take care. Well, I didn't quote it necessarily, but we'll go with it. Omri, hey. Hey again, Dewan. What can I do for you now? I'm here on behalf of that pregnant woman over there. What about her? She's not feeling very well and she needs to get through to the checkpoint. I promised her I'd try and help. No, I don't think that's possible. We have to follow rules around, and the checkpoint is closed for passage. But she's pregnant. She just fainted. It's not right that she has to sit in the sun and fry. What if there's something seriously wrong with the baby? I can see what you mean, but you have to understand that we have to be careful. I haven't been in this type of situation before. What if she isn't really pregnant? What if it's a bomb belt she's walking around with and she was just pretending to be sick? Am I about to accidentally let a suicide bomber into the city? Oh, fucking hell. She has her husband with her. She's standing right over there trying to convince Roy to let them in. Yes, I know that. Roy's given his papers to one of the others. If he's in the middle of doing something, then there's nothing I can do. It's Roy who has the administrative responsibility here. Okay, but the thing is, yeah, her husband has apparently been categorized as a potential terrorist in your archives. Potential terrorist? What has he done? Do you think we should arrest him? No, not at all. He isn't a thing, but his younger brother apparently committed an act of terrorism, and now he and the rest of his family are branded. I don't think he'll get permission to come in today. Yeah, I seriously doubt that too. Since the checkpoint is in principle closed now, if there is any kind of indication that it could be dangerous, there's no way I'll be get through today. That isn't good. I'll come back in a bit. I'd better talk a little more with Fatima. Anything else I can look at here? No, I guess just talk more with Fatima, I guess. Now, what did you find out? They're apparently looking through your husband's papers at the moment. It doesn't seem like they'll let him through. The checkpoint is closed now. Oh no, that's terrible. I have to see the doctor today. We can't wait at all. Are you feeling ill? I'm feeling a little better, but I'm worried about my baby. You can understand that, can't you? Yes, I can, definitely, but I don't really know what... And there are other problems too, you know. We don't have any money, so the hot doctor at the hospital has seen me as a favour to a friend. But he doesn't have that much time, and because of that, we just can't just come and... Fucking Christ. But he doesn't have that much time, and because of that, we can't just come and go whenever we feel like it. There is quite a bit of wasted time at these checkpoints, aren't there? Yes, and then there are all the problems that we get with getting permission to come into Jerusalem. You need special permits for that? I really want to fucking... The fact that I can't delete quotes mid-conversation is really fucking with me here. My husband to get us papers to make it possible for us to get in. And because the papers are only valid for one day, it'll be catastrophic for us if we can't get in today. I can see that. I'll attempt to talk to them again. Right, I am going to very quickly have a quick look here. Let's have a look here. Pregnant, right. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of... The story was a complete waste. Yeah, I'm pretty confident this is a... Right. Previous situation shook them up. Omri is understandably shaken up and he doesn't really want to be here. Fatima is having a big problem with getting in. I should use these last two quotes very fucking carefully. In fact, can I talk to her again? Get more... Right, let's see what we can do. Swiggity swoosy. Well, now what? I really don't think I can help you. Okay, just listen for a second. The situation is rather complicated for them. You must be able to speak with Roy a little and see if you can't convince him. But why should I do that? They can just come back tomorrow, when we've hopefully opened the checkpoint again. Hopefully? I really don't think that's so good. They only have permission to come through today. At least they can get you to renew the Can they at least get you to renew the permit so they can come through tomorrow? No, I don't think we can do that here. We inspect papers, check people's identities and their belongings. We can't give that kind of permission. But that's just even more critical. They come through today. Really, Juwan, I can't do anything. I might be able to talk with Roy about letting the wife through if her papers are in order and she'll agree to be inspected by one of our female soldiers. But I can't promise that. Because this might get Roy and Omri in trouble as well. I'll have a word with Fatima. Is it hopeless? I must admit I'm completely discouraged now. It might not be completely hopeless, but my friend says it's probably not possible to get your husband through with you. Poor for one. He tries so hard to be a good husband, and he is too, but I think the system is breaking him. How do you mean? He's been through some very tough times. His brother, who killed all his people, our firstborn son died last year after falling off the roof of the house. He's having trouble finding work and he wears himself down completely attempting to do what's right for our family. Well, that sounds tragic. I'm very sorry to hear that. He doesn't have an easy time, and if he can't come with me to the doctor, I don't know, it's probably best if I go through after all, but it would break his heart. It really isn't easy, but I don't think I can get him through to the other side of the wall, unfortunately. No, you've helped a lot. We're just strangers to you and you're still doing this. We really appreciate your help. It was nothing. I'm counting on you guys say nice things about me to your friends. Do you have identification papers? That's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, they're right here. I would never lose them. It's happened at one time and we want to go through that again. What do you mean? I just mean, one lost his paper once when he was caught in some riots between Jewish settlers and Hamas supporters. He tried to help a boy that got hurt, but instead he was severely beaten. He was beaten? By who? The settlers? I don't know, actually. Could just as well have been the Hamas supporters. For one is a Fatah man, and the two groups don't get along very well, but the IDF found him naked and beaten and they took him to the hospital. His papers were in his clothes, and he had, of course, lost those. But the IDF? Well, they're not completely uncaring about you, I guess. No, they helped him out there. In any case, it's not completely black and white, as many here might go around to thinking. We've always known that, but the press here isn't very good at representing it in the media. Quote! There's probably some truth to that. What happened with your husband and his papers? Did he get some new ones? It took a long time. Problem is, when you lose your papers, you have to go through a very long process down here. Okay, I understand. Let me get your papers and we'll see where we can get you through. Right. One last check about what I've got here. So, we got the previous... I'm actually going to get rid of that one as well. I feel like this needs to be more of a direct slice of life. I think the last one needs to be the resolution to this, so let's be canny about this and see what we can figure out. Did you get your papers and permits? Yes, I have them right here. Is there really no way you can get a husband through too? No, I don't think so, but hang on, I'll look into this first. We really appreciate kindness, Omri. Thank you for that. Okay, now I'm doing you a big favour, but I trust you. I'll get Roy to let her into the city. As a faithful Jew, I'm not heartless, of course. I'll see if she can get. I'll see that she needs to get to the hospital. She'll definitely be happy to hear that, Omri. Thank you so much for helping. I'll tell her now. I feel like that's probably the last quote I'll want. Is it completely hopeless the one? I talked to them and they have given you permission to go through. Your husband unfortunately cannot come with you, but at least you can get to the hospital. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much, Dewan. It's sad my husband can't come with me, but I'm sure he'll understand. I hope so. Good luck with everything. Hey! Oh. Hey, there we go. Right. Omri! Thank you, bro. You're a good bro. I don't have any more time to talk to you now. You find some others to talk to. Alright. Yep. Skibby about. Skiddly dee. Hey, Duan. Do you remember to take your pass with you so you can get to the checkpoint? Oh, hi, Roy. Yeah, I've got it right here. But I actually need to get to the city right here and now. I'm in the process of writing a story about life at the checkpoints. I don't recall reading of any articles before. What does he want from me? I'll try and make it short. I just wanted to hear your side of the story with regards to life here at the checkpoints. There's a lot to do, as you probably know. At the end of the day, we received information there was possibly an attack in process against the checkpoint in the area, so we're forced to close here and check everything very closely. And now everyone out of forms. Yeah, where did you guys get this information from? I can't comment on that kind of thing. You protect your sources and we do the same. No, okay, I understand that. Tell me a little more about life at the checkpoints instead. Well, I'm starting to get used to these kind of assignments. It's not the most fun part of the job because you feel really vulnerable and a lot of the Palestinians can't accept that we have to check them in the name of safety. It's essential. How bad is it with the attacks at all? Does it help at all in interfering with people's lives in the war and the checkpoints? There have been over 22,000 attacks from 2000 to 2004 in Israel, but luckily most of them weren't in the highly populated areas of Israel. There have been less than 900 attacks there, while Gaza was hit the hardest with almost 13,000 attacks, and the West Bank was hit with nearly 9,000. So as you can see, that's truly a lot of attacks in a very short time period. Yeah, that's intense. That's around 15 attacks every single day all year. Yeah, and think about how much we do to hold it down. It's terrifying, these absolutely inhuman attacks on women and children. Pretty much everyone killed in these attacks were innocent civilians that happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. The mall and the checkpoints have given the Israeli population an everyday life that's a little safer. Yeah, I can see that, but what do you guys do now when the checkpoints are all closed? Yeah, in principle, we could open for transport through the post, but we haven't got the new forms that we filled out by people who need to come through. I can't be without any of my people because the new threats. Can't be without any of my people because of the new threats, so I don't really know what we're going to do. Can I help you to help? Can I get you to help? As all those men over the corner just walk into each other. Now they're having a fun time. Sure, what do I have to do? Would you go over to the IDF headquarters and talk to Mordecai? It would help. He would know what forms we need. Then you can come back with them and we can get the checkpoints running again. No problem, Roy. I'll do that right away. See you in a bit. Alright, let's go to the checkpoint and get some fucking paperwork, I guess. Just busy work all over the fucking shop. God damn. Oh, I can't go through there. Fine, never mind. For a brief shining moment, I thought I could... Why are you doing this? Fucking mosh pit over there. Mordecai, Mordecai, thrust his dick into your eye. No, actually, no. What the fuck am I even on about? Sorry. Noot, noot. Onwards. Up and along. Come on, faster. Faster. I'm probably fast forwarding through this. Faster. Oh, no, fuck you. Mordecai, what is crack-a-lacking, motherfucker? Okay, I'll erase that, actually. I feel like they're giving me the... Hey, Demand, I talked to Roy over the radio. He said you have some... that you have come to pick up some forms. Hey, Mordecai, yes, exactly. It was something like new types of forms that you didn't get over the checkpoint. There's simply too much paperwork involved in regulation at the checkpoints. People have a bunch of permits and there's always something missing. Every now and then I feel like I'm chained to the desk when I have these tasks. It's definitely not for me. Yeah, it sounds pretty boring too. Why is there so much paperwork? Yeah, it's necessary to ensure that people who come through aren't terrorist suspects or criminals. You have to control over those kinds of things so we can prevent terrorists from smuggling explosives and weapons into the city by hiding them in cars or among the other personal belongings. Sorry, I'm really struggling to get... These are very long-winded sentences. Like, that is a 3-line fucking sentence. I'll quote that. Understand. Did you have those papers? Oh, yeah, here they are. Thanks for your help, Duan. Yeah, you're welcome. Talk to you later. Yeet, yeet, yeet. Yeet, yeet, yeet. Skeet, 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 skiddly-dee. How's it going, motherfuckers? If the checkpoint's exploded, I'll be extremely unimpressed. Let's fucking go. Oh. Running into traffic in Jerusalem. Whoop, don't mind me. And on left. Go, go, faster. I honestly want to see if I can hit like an overwhelming speed. Oh shit. Oh shit. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, fuck, I guess. Oh shit, did they kill my boy? Motherfuck! Okay, well, I better remove a fucking... Ah, well, that's definitely staying in. Holy shit. Well, Roy, shit has apparently gone down. Duan, are you hurt? There should be an ambulance arriving in a few moments, so sit down if you feel faint. I'll be fine. I'm alright, Roy. Is this terrible? Are you okay? I'm not hurt, but Army's friend looks like it may have been hit. We're just waiting for the ambulances to arrive. Until then, please stay off the road. Yes, of course. What the heck happened? Did you see where he came from? I think he must have been hiding somewhere nearby, but we sweep the area each morning and several times throughout the day. I'm really not sure. We could have been standing online or hiding in a car, I guess. Maybe we'll never know. I guess kind of goes to show that if the enemy is willing to just fucking go at you, there's not a whole lot you can do to really prevent it. Well, it was only good your men were so quick to react. My men did what they were trained to do, but I wish none of this happened. Just look at all the innocent people lying around bleeding. I hope the ambulance arrives soon. This war will never end, I fear. He must have been desperate to just start shooting into the crowd like that. Desperate? Call it crazy. He hits soldiers and civilians. He's still twitching. He's okay, as long as you've got him secure, I guess. These types don't care about anything, not even their own people. Such a terrible waste of life. Yeah, I think we can both agree on that. What now? Now we help the wounded and secure the area. If you haven't finished business, please take care of it quickly. We're closing the gates, so that means no access in around. I'll talk to you later. Right, Roy. I hope things will turn out okay. See you around. If I hadn't gotten her out of there, I bet you she would have been shot. Oh man, what a turning circle. only scored 3! Motherfucker! I don't have more time for you right now, Dewan. You should get out of here. Sure thing. Just quickly see if there's more for me to do here, and then I'll go write my article. See you around. Well, it looks like I've accomplished everything I could possibly fucking accomplish. Well, I don't think there's other locations for me to look at, because it's just fucking desert out here. Yeah, I don't think this is like the other one where there was a secret location I could look at. I think this is just... I did a thing. You know what? I got a woman to see an obstetrician and possibly saved her from a terrorist attack. I did good today. You can all fuck off for sort of judging me for my terrible score. Ugh. Right. Jog, run, dip, dive, duck, dodge, diddle, etc. Nope, no. A bit further down this way, isn't it? Right, hang on a second. I'm completely losing track of things. Yep, that's right. South. Right, let's call the office. Call the agency if it's busy. Maybe we should try again later. Maybe try again later. I just fucking fucked the fuck. Yeah, I spoke with the soldier. Omri told me about some of his experiences. Okay, that sounds interesting enough. The soldiers here, soldier's life at the checkpoint is definitely not an interesting reading. Ready to write your article? Oh, I talk with more people. I want to talk about everyone I talk to. Yeah, I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. Alright. Hey Jonathan, this is Dewan Masood here. I've collected my material for the thing, motherfucking thing! Right, let us write an article, and I'm pretty sure I have not got the fucking stuff they want, but alright, let's see. Okay, what have we got here? Stories which really sold to be Palestinians, checkpoints more frequent. I mean, honestly, from what we saw and what we heard from these guys, no real abuse, it's more just bureaucracy choking shit up. Security checkpoints force radio to alter lives and attitudes. Yeah, honestly. News value, fucking 0. Christ. Okay, photos, what we got here? That's a pretty fucking charged image. Jesus Christ. Ah, that seems like not a bad one. Okay, quotes. What we got here? I feel like that's a good one to go with for head text. Let's see. Sadly, I don't think that's going to be particularly useful. The whole, news value is fucking that? Come on! Okay, so it may be... Okay. Really? Did I get nothing but dog shit? I mean, honestly, like, I feel like there's enough talk about the attacks in the news. It's probably better to just have it be a bit more like this, I suppose. Fuck it. Your article on the plight of soldiers at checkpoints in Israel seems to be taken with very little interest. Your original submission is reduced in size and left towards the back of the paper near the classifieds. The problems experienced by young soldiers at checkpoints are apparently not of great interest to either the general population nor the editors at the newspaper. It looks as if you do not do an adequate job of portraying the situation, or maybe people have heard these stories just a few too many times to care about them. Fuck! well, we pretty badly fucked that, I'll be completely honest with you, because it really does feel like they wanted something very nationalistically skewed, and what I actually did was get a fairly balanced piece about how concessions are made in border processing, and that's on me. That's on me. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. When we return, more of this, I suppose. It's an interesting thing. I'm starting to worry that I might not just be not good enough to do a decent job at this, but I don't know, it's an interesting system to try out. It's investigative journalism, maybe not as deep, not as clear-cut as I would like. Like, there's no real good sense if I'm pushing a case in one good direction or another, but we'll see. Anyway, until then, thank you very much for watching, and as always, take care. Goodbye.